Oh, dessert.
Dessert. Can't forget about the dessert.
The dessert. I can't forget.
Did you forget about the dessert?
Katie would be really happy.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Sorry.
Back to the lettuce wraps, which I'm very excited about. Big lettuce wrap fan.
This is loosely based off a dish called Sisig, which is kind of a famous like bar snack in the Philippines. And then everything was labeled, so you have a calamansi vinaigrette. And we can just pour a little bit of this over. I'm just gonna give this a taste real quick. We can just put your ground pork into another plate.
I feel like this is a good spring dish. I feel like it's going to be really fresh and vibrant.
Super fresh. We have what's labeled chicharrón sisig, that's the crispy pork rinds. We have toasted rice and garlic.
Ooh.
We have some julienne red onion, as well as some cilantro. I would start with the chicharrón and just kind of add it to the top of the ground pork. I'll add my crispy rice, and we'll just sprinkle it over the top.
So we have good crunch now.
Good crunch. And then we can just garnish some of these onions over top. And then we can add some leaves of cilantro throughout the dish.
It looks like springtime.
Right, super bright. And then we have some chili oil that we can use, and you can just finish your dish with the chili oil, just to add some fat. And then you also have the box of big lettuce in there that we can use as a vessel to eat this. So,
Our lettuce wrap. Lettuce. This looks so beautiful and so fresh and extremely healthy, I feel like. Should we try it? Should we try some? It looks so pretty and then I go in and destroy it. It's my job. I love the chicharrón in here. It's super crispy. I love all the acid. The chili oil is so good. Yeah, I can see how this goes well with the beer.
Right, for sure.
All right, we're gonna move back to the second course.
Yeah, we can move back to the dumplings. So, the dumplings. This is one of my favorite courses that we do. Like we I taste everything every now and then, and this is the one thing that I haven't gotten sick of.
Yes.
Like I kind of want to just sit down and eat 30 of them and
Let's
just get it
try.
out of my system. So I have my timer started, and then we can start to drop our dumplings in the water. And if you have a lid, sometimes it helps to drop these in and put the lid back on just so it comes back up to a boil a little bit faster. Just give them a mix, make sure they're not sticking to the bottom, and just to make sure they're getting cooked evenly. We can take these out, add them to a small mixing bowl. We could add all the contents of the chili oil.
Yes.
This stuff is, add that to your mixing bowl, give it a toss, so you get some of those solids and oils to stick in there. And then we can just add this to your bowl, and we can just begin to add some of the garnishes here. We can add a mushroom, Whittier mushrooms. They look kind of interesting, so they're like really playful. And then we can start to add some of our beech mushrooms in there.
This is so beautiful.
And here we can take our scallions and just scatter those around. And then I'll take my duck broth, make sure that's hot. We can just pour it. Sometimes I like pouring it on the edge just to not disrupt some of the chili oil, and let it go throughout the plate. And then we can add, finish with the chili oil at the end, and just, if you add it to there, you'll see it like kind of like bead up on the surface.
I just got a really big whiff of this and it smells incredible.
And then I think that's everything for the dumpling.
Go in. This is gonna be a really big bite.
Yeah, this one is.
You're really getting me with these big bites tonight. I wasn't prepared of I should have practiced.
Right.
Oh my god. That is incredible. The flavor of these are incredible. The chili oil is perfect. I love the texture of the dumpling and the mushroom. And the onion, I just got the onion at the end.
So once you finish this, and you can pick up your bowl and drink the broth, and it all melds in there.
Once we say goodbye, I will be eating all of these and drinking the broth. Cheers, chef.
Cheers. Thanks for having me. I'm really excited, even though you can't tell. I've been described as a text message, so don't yeah.
Okay, the third course.
All right. We'll be starting with our veggies in the pan, so you can get those.
I'm
While
excited.
this is heating up, I'm just going to add some oil into the pan.
Got it.
So we're smoking now in the pan, so we'll add our veggies in there. So we have some julienne carrots, green beans, zucchini, red onion, and red peppers into it. Oh, and we could add those scallions. We kind of like butterfly the shrimp for you already.
Nice.
It'll fill up nicely. So once you have your seafood, you'll start to see them firm up. You'll start to see the shrimp change color. Once you start to see them turn pink, you still have some great parts on the shrimp. We'll add our noodles immediately. And then we can start with half of our chicken stock. Scrape those bits off in there.
The best bits. That's so colorful. Another good springtime dish.
Definitely, yeah. And they come dry. And so we can just add this to your plate.
There's a little bit of umami for sure. A little earthy-ish.
We can start with the aioli, so we can just add little spots and pockets to it. If you want, you can do a little drizzle like that.
Ooh. It's where your creativity can shine.
We can add our sumac now.
That's really good. Amy also agrees the sumac is delicious.
And then we'll add our corn nuts. Let's add some olives.
Oh yeah, I love olives.
You can just sprinkle that on top, however you like.
So many textures, I love it.
And then the fried pork rinds. And then if you have some more of those scallions that we just threw in the ice water, you can throw those on there as well to add some color and some freshness to the dish. And then we have a lime to garnish, and that way you also get some different acid. And if you like, you could dip it in the sumac powder and make it look really nice and pretty. I think that's it.
I think you nailed it. That looks incredible. I definitely want to try some of the squid because I haven't had squid in so long. Oh my gosh, that is so good. It's so fresh tasting. The shrimp is like perfectly cooked. I love all the Frenchies.
Oh, dessert.
Dessert.
That's
Can't
right.
forget about the dessert.
The dessert. I can't forget.
Did you forget about the dessert?
Katie would be really happy.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Sorry, not yet. So normally it's shaved ice, sweetened condensed milk, lychee flan, sometimes some ice cream. So we've made a Pandan panna cotta rather than an ice cream. So we have another piping bag. This is filled with an ube pastry cream. Do whatever you like. You could add dots to this. You could add a spiral to the bottom. You can just pipe it along. We can add our fruits to there. We can add some strawberries. Doesn't weigh you down in the heat of the summer.
I was gonna say it's gotta get you ready to go back outside if you happen to be in air conditioning.
So we have some lychee in there. Guillotine, it's kind of like cereal product that's country that we coat with white chocolate.
Oh wow.
And you could add that to your dish. We have freeze-dried raspberries. And then some more of that toasted genmai rice, which we used in an earlier course. And that's everything for that. I reach down and mix things up in there.
Mix it up. It is so good. Creamy, sweet, crunchy, acidic, especially from the freeze-dried raspberries. This is so good. But I can see this is a perfect end to our 4-course meal because it does kind of calm down the savoriness, gives you a little bit of sweet, still a little bit of acid. Super refreshing. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. I want to thank our sponsors one more time. We have Panna Brands, 210 Design House, Stella Artois, and Cooper's Hawk. Thank you so much for giving us beer, wine, a great kitchen, and everything else. All of your support. And thank you guys for joining us. This was incredible. Thank you, mostly Chef. This meal,
Thank you for having me.
it was so good. And please, everyone, go check out Kasama. You will not be disappointed in the least. I'm telling you, it's one of my favorite places in the city. So thank you guys so much and have a good night. Enjoy your meal.
Thank you. Good night.